Hi yogis, this week I have come up with a gentle yoga sequence which can be practiced early in the morning or late in the evening. So there are sequence of yoga poses in this flow which helps to improve your blood circulation and also helps to reduce your stress anxiety level. So let's get started with our flow. We will start with our child's pose. So hip towards your heels, you can extend your arms forward out in front and you can release your forehead towards the direction of your mat. For some people the forehead might directly reach your mat, for others it might not do so. So in that case you can also have a support with your pillow or your block to place underneath your forehead to fill up that gap, or you can just release your forehead towards the direction of your mat. Our goal is to keep up our breath work during our child's pose, which helps to calm our mind, and also it helps to stretch our thighs, ankles and our hips. So stay for 3 breaths. Feel the circulation of your blood, feel the travel of your breath at the same time. For this next inhale, we'll prepare for the second position. We'll be adding the variation to our child's pose. We'll be moved to our side angle child's pose. So to move to your right side, so right hand move towards your right side and your left hand follows. Try to keep your head in between your upper hands. You should be feeling more stretch on your left side this time. Try to release your forehead towards the direction of your floor or your mat. Try to draw your head in between your upper hands. Feel the focus on your core and your back. And feel the stretch on your left side as well. Try to breathe into that side body. Breathe into your ribs. Feel that expansion and contraction as you breathe in and out. Stay for 2 breaths in and out. When you're ready with your third inhale, walk your hands back into your center, coming back to the child's pose where we have started. Take 1 breath, inhale and exhale, and then move to your second side. So moving your left hand towards your left side and your right hand follows it. So try to have your head in between your upper hands. Try to feel the stretch experience the stretch that is going on your right side. And you might feel that your ribs are getting expanded every time you take your inhale. And you feel the contraction of your ribs as you exhale. It spreads all the energy to the space, to your muscles, which keeps your muscles more active, more relaxed. Now coming back to your center, using your inhale, walking your hands back into your center. Stay in your child's pose for 2 more breaths. And slowly walk your hands back in with your inhale and come back to the seated position. So we'll be transiting to our table pose to do our cow and cat pose. So stack your shoulders on top of your wrist and hip stays on top of your knees. So we'll be taking our cow and cat pose. Let me move this side so you will be able to see the position of your cow and cat. So spread your fingers wide, your shoulders are being on top of your wrist. Make sure your feet are exactly behind your knees. So cow and cat pose helps you to bring a wonderful warm up for your spine. At the same time, you can feel the breath moving to each vertebrae of your spine. So let's begin with our cow and cat. Breathe in to reach your heart forward, lift your gaze so you feel a little arch in your spine. Fill up your breath completely here. When you exhale, try to draw the chin towards your neck. Start to gaze at your belly button. And make sure that you round your back as much as you could to release your breath. Inhale 1 more. Breathe in to reach your heart forward. Lift your gaze. Exhale. Draw your chin towards your neck. Round your back and gaze at your belly button. Come back to your neutral position. We are going to we are going to add a little variation here. So I'll step back to my mat. So you're going to release your forearm down. So this is also a variation of cow and cat. You will feel a deep sensation on your back. So your forearm is down, spread your fingers wide, again reaching your heart forward, lifting your gaze, feeling the extension in your back with your inhale. When you exhale, you're going to start to round your back as you draw the chin towards your neck and gaze at your belly button. Come back to your neutral position, one more. Breathe in, reaching your heart forward, which helps to release a lot of stress in your back. Exhale, start to round your back as much as you can. Come back to your neutral. So we are going to set our table again, moving to our thread the needle pose. So this opens up your chest and your shoulder. So let me face my top side of my mat. So setting your table, make sure your shoulders are exactly on top of your wrist. When you're ready with your inhale, you're going to take your inhale in your table. When you exhale, you're going to send your right hand underneath your left and start to release your right ear, right shoulder completely down towards your mat. Once you feel stable on your right side, it's time to reach your left hand all the way up so you can feel the opening in your chest and your shoulders, stacking your shoulders one on top of the other. If it is possible for your neck, you can even gaze at your left thumb. Exhale, you're going to release it back. Inhale, you're going to re-extend your right hand. Exhale, you're going to release your right hand back to your mat. So let's go for the other side. Breathe in your table. When you exhale, you're going to send your left hand underneath your right. Release your left ear, left shoulder down. Make sure your hip stays on top of your knees. When you're ready with your inhale, it's time to reach your right hand all the way up. Feel the opening in your chest and feel that stack in your shoulders. Experience the expansion as you breathe in and out. Exhale, release your right palm gently down back to your mat. Inhale to re-extend your left hand all the way up. Exhale, you're going to release your palm back onto your mat. So coming back to your table, take your inhale here. When you exhale, you're going to tuck your toes under and start to send your hip up and back. Lift your knees off your floor, so you'll be arriving it in your down dog position, but we are not going to stay longer. We are going to walk our feet to meet our hands. So we'll meet in our forward fold position. Head goes towards your knees. Stay in your forward fold. So we are going to grab our opposite elbows, which bring more relaxation to your upper back, mid back and your lower back. Stay here for 3 full breaths. When you're ready, you're going to release your hands. So we'll be here in our forward fold. Head goes towards your knees, anchoring through your feet. Feel the stretch behind your legs and stay for 1 full breath here. When you're ready with your next inhale, you're going to roll up for your stand. Inch by inch, more you go slow, more you will be able to feel the travel of your breath. So from here, we are going to take 2 half sun salutation. Half sun salutation improves your breathing pattern and also it brings more energy to your whole body. So hands by your long side of your body, spread your fingers wide, breathe in to reach your hands all the way up, join your palms together. You can even gaze at your thumb to bring extra length. When you exhale, start to fold. Head goes towards your knees. Releasing your hands towards your toes. Forward fold. So from here we are going to go for our halfway lift, our long flat back. I'll turn this side so you will be able to see. Breathe in, hands goes on top of your knees. You reach your heart forward, look far away from your feet. So usually we make a mistake that we still gaze at when we still gaze at our toes, we might end up in rounding our back. Instead, try to shift your gaze far away from your feet so you can feel the difference in your back. Exhale, fold back, head goes towards your knees. Invite your next inhale to roll up to your stand inch by inch. Exhale to relax your shoulders and then reach your hands for your next inhale, joining your palms together. Release your breath as you fold towards your toes. So head goes towards your knees, reaching your hands all the way down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands goes on top of your knees. Try to hug your elbows in, which bring more length to your back so you can feel the stretch from the base of your spine all the way to your top of your head. Exhale, release your head back towards your knees for your forward fold. Inhale to reach your hands all the way up as you roll up for your stand. Exhale to relax your shoulders. So that's the 2 rounds of half sun salutation along with the yoga poses which we did right now. So as I said earlier, in the beginning of the flow, you can do this sequence either early in the morning or late in the evening, and you can even add 2 or 3 rounds for your preference. So this improves your blood circulation. This activates all of your muscle groups. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe and share it with your friends. I'll see you next week with the next set of yoga sequence. Thank you.